Hello people, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me in this video tutorial today, and this is Tommy's Color Pavilion. Welcome to Tommy's Color Pavilion. So quickly, I just want to share with you on different ways in which you can test if you're pregnant. This is because you might not have the home pregnancy kits at home. I just want to urgently check if you're pregnant. Another thing this can be used for is because sometimes people who are trying to conceive are like anticipate and try to check if they are pregnant, and it can really be frustrating and tiring if you keep on buying test after test, kit after kit, and God forbid it's negative. So in the comfort of your home, with things you have in your home, you can quickly check if you're pregnant. So you don't have to rush off to the pharmacy or a store to get home pregnancy kits. With what you have in your home, you can effectively check if you're pregnant, and these methods are like 1000% surefire ways of testing if you're pregnant. You can check anytime from when you suspect that maybe you've missed your monthly flow, or when you just have those symptoms that women generally have when they suspect they are pregnant. Once you think you have this, then you should test. So this is just for anybody who wants to test for if she's pregnant, whether you're trying to avoid having a baby, whether you want to have a baby, at least it's a test for pregnancy. So I'm going to show you 4 ways in which you can test with pregnancy. You can do pregnancy tests from the comfort of your home without buying those pregnancy tests. And number 1 is using toothpaste. The toothpaste I mean is the kind of white toothpaste, not those gel-like toothpaste, like let's say the Colgate or the Sensodyne toothpaste, those white clear toothpaste. That is the one you should use. If you use the gel ones, it won't work. But this kind of white toothpaste is very good for testing for pregnancy. And this is what you simply do. You need your urine, and I suggest you using your urine the first one of the day. That is when the HCG is like very high. You must have slept and you must have like collected a large amount, and this is usually what people suggest that you use. Sometimes you can still test any time of the day, but the best time to check is when you've woken up first in the morning and you collect your urine. So you just take the toothpaste, a large amount, let's say that about a teaspoonful. I can't do all this right now, but I'm just going to explain what you're going to do. You just take a reasonable amount of the toothpaste, a teaspoon, and just put it in a container. You collect your urine too, and you pour it over that toothpaste. Remember I said that the toothpaste has to be white, the white toothpaste. So if your urine turns to blue, you're pregnant. Congratulations. So the second method you can use is you using bleach. Yes, I mean bleach. Like I said, these are things that generally most times we have in our home. Bleach that are used to wash toilets, bathrooms, and how to keep surfaces clean. So take bleach, the liquid bleach that you buy from stores, and then what do? You need your urine again. So you take like a cup of bleach and some of your urine. It might even be a cup full of bleach. It doesn't have to be so much, but a reasonable amount that you yourself, you know that by the time you use this as a litmus test, it's going to work. So take some bleach and take some urine. If it foams, ordinarily bleach does not foam. Like if you don't really bubble it or you don't shake it together, it doesn't have any reason to foam. But if you just quietly put it in a cup and you had your urine and it foams, congratulations, you're gonna be a mommy. So that's another way of testing for pregnancy. And like I said, these are just like 100% ways in which these things work. People have used it from generation to generation. You can Google it. So the number 3 way you can check for if you're pregnant, if you're anticipating to become pregnant or you want to be pregnant, you don't have to rush up to buy those pregnancy kits. Use what you have in your house. Who does not have sugar at home? I bet like 90% of us do have sugar at home. But sugar you have to use is the granulated sugar, sister, because if you use the cube sugar, the stress of, you can use it, but the stress of you breaking it, and you need something that is like in granules, like by powder form. I mean, like I don't want it to be solid. I want the granulated one. Do you get? Because that's like the best way to test for it. So you need granulated sugar, and this is very common. Almost all of us have granulated sugar in our houses, or we use granulated sugar. Maybe if you have it in your house or something, you can use it. So you take some of the sugar at like tea. You can take some of the sugar like 2 tablespoons. 1 tablespoon too is fine. like I said, just take a reasonable amount. There's really no measure for this kind of test. If you want to be convinced, I want to use a cup full, no problem, but just start with a reasonable amount that you know that when I tried this, at least I know that I have used an amount that I can check and see that okay, these are the results, because you really need to be very, very sure. So you take the amount of sugar that you have, you pour it into a bowl, and you get straight your urine. So you pour your urine over the sugar. If the sugar does not melt, you know, normally when you put sugar in any form of liquid, it melts, it starts to melt, and it completely dissolves in that liquid, especially if it's like water and all that. But if you put your sugar and you pour your urine over the sugar, and your sugar stays intact and it's shining back at you like salt, you know, salt and sugar, they are different. There's a way sea salt is more coarse, finer. It's almost like you can see it, you feel sea salt. That's how sugar too is like most times. If the sugar does not melt, simply if the sugar is still the way it is and it is intact, then you're going to be a mommy in about 8 to 9 months. So congratulations. And guys, the last and surefire way of testing if you're pregnant is you doing the soap test. Just get some soap. I know this sounds ridiculous because somebody will say, but soap naturally has bubbles, right? But it depends on the kind of soap. You just use soap, detergent, your bathing soap, just form like a lather kind of, and leave the soap to stay flat. You know, when even Coca-Cola has bubbles, but there's a way you can leave it to stay flat. Let's say you open it and you just leave it after some time, all the bubbles disappear. Because you need bubbles for this test, you need to see bubbles. So make sure that the soapy water is completely flat. Like, these are different options, just in case this is the one that is okay for you. I'm just giving you 4 different options, and this is the soapy method. So you need bubbles. So just get the soapy water, leave it to become flat, then you pour your urine over it. If instantly, you know this your soapy water is in flat, if you don't shake soapy water, you don't do any reaction to it, it stays like that. We all know, right? So the moment your soapy water is flat and you pour your urine over it and bubbles start to form, just like as if you are doing a scientific test, please just go and start buying baby kits, start buying baby stuff, because you are pregnant. So these are the 4 methods in which you can test if you are pregnant from the comfort of your home. So let's just say you've seen some symptoms, you don't have to rush up to the pharmacy. I learned this quite late when an elderly person informed me, and I was like, what? Those are the days when you start buying all those pregnancy kits, you start testing. Without you buying all those kits, you can know if you're going to be a mommy. This is just a test, but you still need to go to the hospital for confirmation, you know. But this is at least you're like 70% sure, 80% sure they're already carrying a mini you inside your tummy. So guys, let me know if you've ever tried any of this method. You'll be trying it. You can suggest it to your pregnant, you can suggest it to your friends who are trying to have babies or something. Share it, because you don't know who's going to need this kind of information. People need to know before you start rushing up to buy your pregnancy kit, your own pregnancy kit. I'm not saying this is not advisable. I'm just saying that sometimes these things are like emergency and you need to quickly know. Sometimes you can't just wait. You can imagine a lady that has seen a symptom, maybe you are spotting or something, and you can't wait till the next morning. If you have sugar in your house, you would definitely know. Do you get? So, like I said, most times I advise you using the first urine in the morning, but if not, if you try it and you see that maybe it's in between, try with the first urine that comes out in the morning. And with this, you know for sure whether you're pregnant, if you're expecting or not, or you're not. So thank you so much for watching this tutorial, guys. I hope you do subscribe for more videos similar to this one. Don't miss out anything I'm going to be showing you on this channel. I was like, come your way again. Stay beautiful. Bye.